Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LRS Pro Series Stock Car Racing. We are here for round 5, the big one, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where we are going to race for 25 laps at the Buckshot Bros 100 at the Brickyard. As we're currently taking a look at the standings, we have Apollo up front. We have a total of 15 points under his name. Linson second with 11. Slonot in third with a total of 10 points is Sam. Zach duking it out for 4th, with Shiny and Scratch duking it out for 5th, or for 6th, excuse me, with a total of 5 points. And just Smoker duking it out for 8th, and Artie all the way at the bottom with 2 points. So about to take a look at these drivers about to get ready to do their run next. Keep an eye out for the other races that will be happening in the future. That includes the big one, the Laguna Seca Legends, which will be seeing who's going to be the 4th LMP1 driver for the Legends Endurance race that we'll be seeing next at LRS. Going to be taking a look at the qualifying here. Slonot first coming out of the pits. The driver who went back to back. The 69 currently on a total of 10 points on their name, with currently, yes, with 10 points in 3rd. And as we're also taking a look at the OG here, that's no other than Apollo. He has also been doing very, very fantastically. Of course, he is also a big name. He is, of course, still leading the championship. So looking at the championship leader right now. And it is great to see him up front as Sloan is about to start her lap and Apollo's also about to start his lap. Also looking at Zach, probably in contention for 4th, but he could, if he races here super well, he could turn that 4th into a 1st. And of course, with the Buckshot Bro 100 at the Brickyard, we have a very, very interesting, of course, it is 100 kilometers and it's 25 laps, but there's something even bigger, and that is actually the LRS 400 at the Brickyard, which is the original, which is going to be the big one, the big one here at the Brickyard, with a total of 100 laps, and all the prototype cars, which will be the finale race of LRS prototype series, is going to be the LRS 400 at the Brickyard, and we will have the Buckshot Bros 100 at the Brickyard. After this, we'll also get the Laguna Seca Legends Invitation, where we'll be finding out who's going to be taking that 4th spot in the Legends Endurance for the LMP1 category, and we'll be racing for the overall win, which of course will still count to achievements as such. It'll of course be a Legends win, which will also be known as an LRS Legend as achievement name, meaning that you have won the LRS Legends Endurance race overall. And also for the GT3 drivers, they'll be going into different series. Of course, we already have confirmation of the GT3 drivers, that is Shiny, Metro, Slonot, and JKR. Those 4 drivers are already going to be for the GT3 category, but the LMP1 category is still a big question. Slonot currently with the fastest time with a 51.401, Smoker and Psycho with a 51.425, and Apollo in 3rd with 51.577. Of course, this is also going to be a big one, and I'll actually count this one towards stock car. Of course, since Indianapolis, when MM Pro are going to fuse, and just make the stock car series in general, we will of course have the Brickyard on the schedule. Which, funny enough, Indianapolis is going to be in every series on LRS in the future. It's going to be in stock car, it's going to be in GT, it's going to be in prototype, it's going to be in Formula. 2 of them being run in the oval variant, and 2 of them being run in the road course variant. It's going to be Formula and GT that are going to drive in the road course, and prototype and stock car that will go be driving the oval. So yeah, that's why it's the LRS 400 at the Brickyard instead of, you know, the Brickyard finale or something like that. And of course, we could also give a special name to the Daytona finale, like, you know, I don't know, let's like, I really don't know, like the You Are Okay Daytona finale or something. But we won't do that because Daytona finale has always been the name of the finale race in LRS. Ever since the Roblox days, it was always called the Daytona finale ever since season 1. So we're always keep it as Daytona finale. And after the Laguna Seca Legends race, we'll be having the after the Laguna Seca Legends race, we'll have having the RD Record 60 at Phoenix. And we have been planning on possibly replacing Phoenix with a different circuit because there's not much going on at Phoenix. Drivers did not really like it. The spectators do not like it that much either. So we'll be seeing if we could change that to possibly a different place, which will be fun to see. Then after that, after the RD Records 60 at Phoenix, we're going to be racing off-grid at a very special place. And I really want to tell you guys, but I think I might talk about it more after the Laguna Seca, or during the Laguna Seca Legends, I will talk about it more. And I'll give you guys a hint about it too. It does include a LRS Legends track and also an LRS prototype track. Smoke Arrow drafting behind Apollo, getting himself an extra amount of speed, and that really came in advantage as he currently is second with a 51.425. Slano Silva up front with a 51.401 and scratching third with 51.547. Linz currently with a 52.45 all the way to 9th, very unfortunate for him. So we have less than 3 minutes remaining here at the Brickyard. Let's see who will even be able and who can get themselves up to the top 5 here at Indianapolis. Smoke Hero, a pole position with a 51.210. I did not even notice that for a second. Well, Smoke Hero up front, up top. He knows what's also up on the question here. And I feel like Smoke Hero wants to do more than have Solana go for a free time back-to-back. And I will even admit that Solana has been climbing up the standings like an absolute unit. We have less than 1.5 minutes remaining. Sam also getting his run going. Scratch coming over. No improvement from him. Ten seconds remaining. Let's see who is going to get the top spot away from one another. Looks like Scratch about to come over to the line first as the time is ticking and the qualifying here has ended at Indianapolis. Scratch, no improvement. How about Apollo? No improvement from either of them. Meaning that Smoke Hero is on provisional pole and is going to put a faster run here. But I don't think she's even able to. But I do not want to be a buzzkill. I'd rather be surprised and be proven wrong. So let's see if the 69 can prove me wrong here. No improvement. Meaning that the top 5 here, Smoke Hero slowing out Scratch, Apollo, and Zach as your top 5. As we are about to get ready. We are getting ready to cross the line. And we are gonna go green racing air for the Buckshot Bro 100. 25 laps around to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Ooh, Zach now trying to look and find a way to get ahead of Scratch. Smoke Hero up front. Apollo now trying to find a way to get ahead. Not really working with him. He backs out immediately. And Shiny. Ooh, gets really close there with that fork. Gets ahead of the number 1. And he does get ahead of Shiny. Shiny hitting the wall there, but back on the field. Ooh, Apollo tried to go for a move. Immediately blocked the MTL right there, shut the door right in front of the 12. I said, no way, you are not getting away. I am not letting you by. That's what he said. Oh, a little bit of contact over there. And Sam does get ahead. Oh, there goes Linz. Goes up it sideways. Ooh, contact between the 23 and the 12. Got very ugly for a second, but Linz decided to recover it. Will that be the moment? No. Linz did hit Sam's car. Got very dangerous. Linz is driving super aggressively today. He needs to be careful because one accidental slip up and that is done for him as they almost made contact over there. Sam hitting the wall right there, but he still has the car under control and that is a good thing. Now, oh, that looked very scary. These guys are putting the vehicles to the absolute limit here, and it is great. It's crazy. It's fantastic to see these guys absolutely put everything on the line here at the Brickyard, since it is the Buckshot Bros 100. A huge number, a huge achievement. Oh, Slaughternaut now able to try to go for the lead again, and the Smoke Gear snatched it away from her. Into lap 5 they go. 2 wide. Side to side, and Slaughternaut on the inside gets that spot away from the 95. Great move right there. Now Scratch is gonna try to look. Smoke Gear will possibly lose 2 positions in one single lap, but it depends on what Scratch will do. Scratch backed off, and now far distance between the two. Taking a look at Linz, he's now close to Artie. Could overtake, he's gonna go to the side, and now up to the front. And he gets himself ahead of the 11. The driver who has been an F for the longest, I think, out of any other driver in LRS. He's now here in Pro, and he's ready to show that these guys are nothing to him. He's at to show that he's more than what he looks like. MTL into the pits. And I think it's now just into the pits. I think there was a wreck between MTL and Shiny, but I don't think that was caught on broadcast. No, that was not broadcasted. That was not caught in the recordings, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like Shiny is now getting lapped by Slaughternaut right here. And Smoke Gear could use Shiny as a little bit of a booster pad, which he definitely does. And looks like another driver is going to go into the pits, and it looks like it's Sam, the number 6, also coming in. Artie in 7th. Trying to turn that 7th to a 6. Gets ahead of Linz, but Linz is coming into the pit, so it's not that much of a worry for Artie. But now Apollo is now in his sights. And Apollo really needs to like act quickly, because if Slaughternaut gets a win here and he's out of the top 5, those two will be tied. But I think Apollo getting the point now will also make them tied, since Slaughternaut, they get pole position. So if she wins, she goes home with 6 points. Unless she also gets fastest lap, then she's gonna go home with 7 points. Now that is an insane amount. Linz coming out of the pits, and Slaughternaut, the race leader, going into the pits now. Smoke Gear joining along, and Zach, I think, also joining in, unless he goes out. No, he's going into. Scratch now leading, and Apollo in 2nd. Artie in 3rd, but I don't think... wait, did Artie pit? No, Artie did not pit yet. Needed it Shiny. There's still a lot of pitting to be done. And the pack is going to come back soon. But now, it's going to be a question of who pitted at the proper time and who didn't. Because if it wasn't a good timing, then you are in a deep situation, if that is the case. So looking at Smoke Gear coming out of the pits. Currently in 5th, and he's going to go from a 5th, maybe even higher or lower. Slaughternaut in 4th, ahead of the pack behind. MTL, Sam, and Linz all 3 in the line now. MTL's trying to go for a move. Trying to overtake Sam here and turn 3. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yes, he can, and he definitely does it. And now he's trying to get 2 birds with 1 stone. And Linz knows what he tried to do, immediately backed off. And now MTL getting ahead of Sam right here. And Sam now has to think on the spot. He has to improvise. He has to think of a way to get ahead right now. Because shit might have hit the fan for him. And it was about to hit the fan for both of them. Shiny's still all the way at the bottom. Very unfortunate. And Apollo and Scratch still have not pitted yet. They need to pit soon, or else Slonot will slowly catch up and make a very, very dominant victory here at the Brickyard. But I don't think it will take long until they're going to pit. Here he comes. Scratch does go into the pit, but Apollo staying out and Artie also staying out. I feel like they're trying to go for a long stint so they don't have to pit twice. If that is the case, very genius, but it has to go. Good. 1 slip up and you are done for. MTL also went to the pits. I think it's the second time he's going to the pits now. Now Slana could catch up and get ahead of 22, which she does. And now the race leader Apollo coming into the pits. And so is Artie. Now these guys have to be quick in the pits, because Slonot is slowly but surely running up closer and closer to the start-finish line. So these guys have to really, really be fast enough to get themselves a quick run here. And a good pit stop too, because one little mess up and that could cost you your entire run. Slana coming out of turn 4. And Apollo just finishing his pit stop. Now he needs to be quick. He needs to get ahead. He needs to pick up the pace and get along with all the other drivers, which he definitely does. And he's right back into the top 5, or in the top 3 in fact. Scratch not that close. Scratch really close in fact. He's in 2nd right now. Slowed down there a bit, but now Zach is gonna take that spot away from Apollo. And now the battle is back in his hands. As we are about to take a look at the battle between these drivers now. Sam into the pits. Now coming out. And Shiny now getting into the pits. Slana already leading a big chunk of the race so far. And Smoke Hero in second. Once the Smoke Hero got out of that attacking frame, well, he's getting back in it. So I assume he backed up there for a second. Which, understandable then. Zach coming into the pits. And this is what I was afraid of, that people would pit too soon. And, into a terrible situation. Or they'll try to pit late, but then they have to pit again, and then stuff will hit the fan if that is the case. And, well, we're taking a look at it, and I feel like that has happened for Zach. That was chances for him, but he had to pit. Very unfortunate for D43. And the top two, that is Smoke Hero and Slalonaut, will now go into the pits. Apollo, I think he does not need to go into the pits for for the entire race. Because he did hold off, hold on to that stint for a while. So I think if he drives careful enough but still drives fast enough, he could get away with it. He could actually win the race without the need to pit again. I think earlier he had his final pit stop. But I do not want to speak too soon, as Smoke Hero just finished his pit stop, and he does get ahead of Slaughternaut at the pits. As now the 69 comes out. I don't want to call it too soon, but I feel like this was a super genius move from the number 4. Oh, Slaughternaut Zach gets side to side. And she does get ahead. She knows that that spot is still up to grabs. She has pole position already. But now if she gets 2 points, she gets ahead of Linz. And that will be great for her, because then she'll end up in second on the standings. A Scratch now being a threat to Apollo's run. Scratch in second. He could take that spot away from Apollo, but Apollo just needs to hold it up for a little longer, just for 3 more laps. And if he keeps it up for 3 more laps, he has himself his first victory in LRS after a huge return, and it's at a place none other than the Brickyard. It'll be great to see him take a victory here at Indy. And not just the Indy. We are talking about Scratch going into the pits. His pit strategy did not go well in the slightest. This could ruin it all for him. This gives Smokey an opportunity, and this gives Sloan up more points to walk away with. If both of them are fast enough, and if Scratch is fast enough to get ahead of Linz, that will be even greater for Sloan. But Scratch's pit strategy did not work out as intended. Had to go into the pits. The car was too terrible for him. And now, let's see what he could do coming out of the pits. Who's he gonna get in between in a battle? Will he still get ahead of Sloan or not? That's the big question now. Will he get ahead of Sloan or will he stay behind Sloan? This is now about the points. He ends up behind Sloan, but still in a slight of a margin. He is out of the top 5. A terrible, terrible moment right here for the 22 of Scratch and Sniff. Looking at the 43 right now. He's close to the 69 of Sloan, but he does not need to pit at any second. I think he could do a whole stint right now. And Apollo coming to the pits. Waving white flag, 1 more lap to go. Apollo coming to the pits. His strategy did not work out either. I called it too soon. I had a feeling that was not timed properly. And now Artie could take away all of that from the number 4. Apollo did not have a good pit strategy. Very, very unfortunate for him. But now Artie could run away with the win here. He could get himself that victory here. As we're coming over to turn 4, waving the black and white checkered flag. The Buckshot Bros 100 will be won by the 11 of Artie. What a race. Holy shit, what a race this was. Artie taking that legendary win after Apollo's unfortunate pit strategy. And Apollo and Sloan now duking it out. And Sloan could get himself the podium, getting herself 4 points, but it depends on how it goes between Apollo and Sloan. So looking at Smoke Hero coming into second. And Sloan, now this is the question between Sloan and Scratch. Does get ahead. And that makes it the Brickyard race. What a race that was. Wow. What a run. It was Artie, Smoke Hero, Slunlot, Scratch, and Apollo as your top 5. As we currently are going to take a look at the standings so far here at the LRS race. We have Apollo up front with a total of 16 points, with Slano in a close second with 13, Linz in third with 11, and Smoke in fourth with 9 points, Artie in fifth with 7 points. We have Scratch and Zach also competing for fifth. We have Sam with 6 points in eighth. And we have Shani with 5 points in 9th and MTL in 10th with 4 points on his name, making that your Brickyard or your Buckshot Bros 100 at the Brickyard results. It's about to go next to round 6, which is the Laguna Seca Legends Invitation.